Hey, Virgo, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your April 2024 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Virgo, you have Taurus showing up twice here. So some of you are really being activated by this Taurian energy coming up at the end of April. You may have Taurus placements in your chart. Specifically, some of you could be dealing with the Taurus, or it could be your south or north node as well. You may want to look into that. You have change showing up. So there's some change brewing below the surface. You may be dealing with some deep emotions. Okay, I am getting here with the Scorpio energy. Some of you are working through some intense highs and lows at this time, Virgo. Now, your first card out here is release control, Taurus. We tend to do this more often than not, is control our environment, right? Or control the things around us because it helps us feel more stable at times, or it helps us feel like we're in control of our lives. But some things are out of our control. And I also see here, Virgo, that you may have been worrying about a situation or a person where it was outside of your control, right? There is a situation shifting here that's going to bring you more clarity, more peace. And I also get accomplishment because your next card out with Taurus is be proud of yourself. So there is a situation that is coming to a peak for you. You've been stressing about it. Maybe you've been studying for an exam, or you have an interview coming up for a job. For others of you, this could be your love life or your emotional state as well. There is a shift happening here that is bringing in achievement with this pride or being proud of yourself energy. And I feel like you've come a long way. I also see here emotional maturity. You have gained maturity in a situation. And I also see you breaking some old patterns, Virgo. Patterns regarding maybe self-doubt, limiting beliefs. It could be old relationship patterns. We'll take a look and clarify. But we also have releasing your blocks. And I do see some of you, the blocks were the need to be in control. Some of you, this is perfectionism, or it could be being in that constant state of fight or flight or freeze. You may have been stalling, a little bit fearful to take a leap of faith, but I feel towards the end of April, there's a new beginning, or there is a leap required, and you're going to be so proud that you decided to jump over into this next frequency or this next energy here. Now, bottom of the deck, you do have Aquarian energy, open to change. This is what's coming up subconsciously for you. It's what's coming to the surface. And because you have Taurus energy showing up twice, I do see here around Taurus season, April 21st or so until May 20th, is going to bring in a lot of accomplishments, a lot of achievements. And for a lot of you, it's going to be emotionally joy, contentment, happiness, but you're also removing blockages that have caused maybe bitterness, anger, resentment, fears. So emotional balance is coming into play here for you. All right, so let's take a look here. Your first card's out, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, getting honest with yourself. This could also be why you were trying to control a situation, a person, place, or thing, or maybe some of you felt controlled by something that had happened or someone else. Seven of Swords can be betrayal. It can bring about, I'm getting for some of you, even looking over your shoulder constantly type of energy. When is the next shoe gonna drop, or when is the next difficulty going to happen? And that can be control as well, feeling like if we're prepared or if we know, but at the same time, it can be a fulfilling prophecy or catastrophizing certain events, and that may have been blocking your happiness. Queen of Pentacles is showing up here to remind you that you are resourceful, Virgo. You are abundant. I mean, this is your energy here as well. You're very practical, very down to earth. You are someone who's in tune with the energy around you, with nature. You may make a really wonderful host or create a safe environment and a safe space for people to enter into your world. But because there's been some sort of shady, shady activity in the past or some sort of betrayal, it's like you weren't able to feel comfortable in your home or in your own skin. There's some insecurities here because of the Seven of Swords that may have occurred in the past. And I feel like that's what's clarifying here, this control piece. So it makes sense. We don't want that to happen again. So we think if we have our ducks in a row, or we're able to dig in deeper, but sometimes that can lead to obsession or over analyzing or constantly being in that state of fight or flight as mentioned. But Queen of Pentacles, you're getting back to a place where you're proud of what you've created, Virgo. You're proud of your accomplishments. You're proud of who you are. You're proud of the company that you keep. And anything that does not align with you, I feel like you're releasing, because it could be controlling you, right? And you don't want to feel controlled by emotions or, energies around you or people or obsessions. No one likes that. It feels very heavy, and it can cause, a lot of anxiety, depression, manifestations of the heart chakra here. So let's look at some of these accomplishments, because Spirit is saying you need to pat yourself on the back. You've come a long way. But I also see here that you don't give yourself enough credit, Virgo, at times. You don't give yourself enough credit for, some of your hard work. Let's take a look here. Spirit, what do we have? Judgment. Some of you have made a judgment call. Yeah. And you thought about this for quite some time. And maybe it took some time for you to get to this place of success, of accomplishment, because I am getting here that there's been some form of shame or humiliation, or you felt overlooked, maybe even as a child, right? Or you felt overlooked in your relationships or with certain family members, or even in your own career. The Six of Wands can also be about failure. You felt like you failed yourself even, or failed in a relationship, or there's just this lower frequency that you've endured here with the Seven of Swords, which put you into the Seven of Cups, needing to go a different path or choose a new emotional experience for you to feel more successful. This is a victory wreath, and we're clarifying accomplishments and pride. And you see here, she has her arms up. Some of you may even be in the spotlight, but you're coming up to a period of getting recognized in matters of the heart, right? Or getting recognized in your work or your accomplishments, or passing some sort of test or exam. There's a judgment call being made here. This is big energy. So when the judgment card shows up, some of you are completely doing a 180 in your life. You may start dating someone that is not like anyone you've ever dated, right? If you've been in a, a relationship where maybe you've dealt with a cheater or a liar, or someone who just wasn't valuing your worth, they may have even admonished or criticized you at some point. I feel like you may be meeting someone who's the opposite of that. If this is a career that left you feeling like unfulfilled, or left you feeling like you're being micromanaged, or there was some shady, immoral behavior going on, I feel like you are coming to a point where you're attracting your worth. Okay, and that's why the judgment is here, Virgo. This is a judgment call being made, but I also see here, you don't want to go back to that energy again. And that may be why that control piece is here. And as you surrender, I'm surprised we haven't quite seen the Hanged Man yet, but as you surrender and have gone through this spiritual awakening that a lot of you have gone through many times, you're going to see that there is a lot to be grateful for, and you're going to recognize your own worth more now than you ever have. Okay? And that worth doesn't come from external achievements, right? That worth comes from right here. You are enough. It comes from you believing that you have what it takes to succeed, to bring about abundance, to bring about joy, and to love oneself. self-love, self-worth come into play here. And I also see for some of you though, you are manifesting an opportunity that you've been wanting and wishing for quite some time. You may have even been up in your head daydreaming about this for years. Some of you, I'm getting the last 7 months have been very crucial to your development, whether that development is in, well, first of all, personal development, because I'm getting a strong hanged man energy, but to your career, to your behaviors, your patterns, your relationships. And now you're coming out of this period of feeling overlooked. There's big victory here. It's like the judgment day is coming, and there is a significance around, again, Taurus energy. So it could be the 7th month. 7 could be significant. July energy. Okay, let's clarify. Releasing blocks. What do we have here for blocks for Virgo? Spirit, what are some of the blocks that Virgo is releasing that is helping with this judgment? And I just heard forgiveness. So there may have been a situation where you could be forgiving yourself for staying in this maybe wishy-washy. Sometimes the 7 of Cups can be a little bit indecisive. Should I, shouldn't I? Do I stay? Do I go? Do I want to be with this person? Do I not? It's self-forgiveness because you needed to learn some valuable lessons around this 7 of Swords. Whatever this may be for you. This could be getting honest with oneself, right? It can be overcoming some sort of loss, hurt, or betrayal. But you're getting back to the Queen of Pentacles, which again is you. Look at that, bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. So I feel like you're opening up your heart after a period of feeling a little bit closed off. Now, what are some of the blocks here that we have for Virgo that are being released? What are some of the blocks being released? Excuse me. There's that Fool. There's the Fool. There's the taking the leap of faith that we just talked about here. There's the Moon. So we've just had a major solar eclipse and new moon in Aries. I see here that you are responding to moon energy in a very big way. Look at that. The World. You have 3 major arcanas. These aren't your everyday tiny little blocks, Virgo. This is big. You are taking a leap, probably one of the biggest leaps of your life, or at least if not, going to be the top 5 in your life for sure. This is going all the way here and trusting in the unknown, trusting in the mysteries of life. I also see here with the World, this is really important. Some of you, this could even be traveling, going someplace, maybe international. It could be making a big move, quite literally. For others of you, I feel you're taking a leap that's going to bring you into this sense of accomplishment that's going to be here for the rest of your lifetime here on earth. Absolutely, without a doubt. You're going from the Fool to the World. That's the whole Fool's journey right there. And right smack dab in the middle, you have the Moon, which means a leap of faith, Virgo, is required, and a trust like you've never had before in the unknown is going to lead towards accomplishment here, lead to victory, happy endings, rewards, celebration. This is a sense of wholeness, success, fulfillment, and the world is your oyster. So a lot of you, this is, again, doing that 180, and we talked about that here for you as well. Spirit, can we get a little bit deeper here? What is this Fool all about for Virgo? What's the Fool? What's the leap of faith? We see here removing some blocks that are going to lead to accomplishments. There's the High Priestess, trusting in yourself. Some of you, it's overcoming some sort of secrets or mysteries, right? This may pertain to your own intuition, okay? This is you trusting in yourself. Some of you are really embracing some spiritual gifts that you've had, but you've been developing, and you may work with these gifts. You will, thank you, Spirit. You will work with these gifts the rest of your time on earth, and it could actually bring in such potential that you help people on a world or global level. This is big. Virgo, I'm loving this for you. Another major arcana showing up. This doesn't happen often. And with the Judgment, you have 5 major arcanas right away. So I do feel here that Spirit is saying, don't second guess yourself, because the channeled information that you are receiving, maybe it's to write a book, maybe it's to start a YouTube channel, to travel as a solo, traveler. Maybe it's to move to Greece or go to New Zealand or go spend the jungles in Costa Rica. Whatever you are being called to do, Virgo, something deep within your knowing. Maybe it's to fall in love and have that, happily ever after. No dream is too big here for you. And I feel like there's been a block towards that dream because of timing, because a dream of yours didn't necessarily work out the way that you thought it would in the past. But Spirit is saying, take that leap of faith and open up again, because disappointment doesn't mean, it's the end of a dream, maybe in that specific situation, but not for your whole life, because you've planned big things for yourself in this lifetime. You've planned to open that heart chakra up to its fullest. And I feel like you have planned to experience all that you could, because again, you are enough. You are worthy of great things. Tell me why the moon is here. Why is the moon here? Some deep subconscious energies. Oh, you are a feeler. Yes, you are. Or at least those emotions within you are being stirred up like no other. Queen of Cups, King of Swords. Yeah, some of you dealt with maybe a narcissist, because you tend to, you shine your light brightly, Virgo. You shine so bright that in comes, someone who gravitates towards that light. And you went through some sort of experience, whether with a boss, with a father, with a soulmate or a lover. It could be a family member, whomever you've gone through. King of Swords reverse with that Seven of Swords. Someone hurt you. And it's actually strengthen your intuitive abilities and strengthen you as a healer, whether you take that into your professional world or it's how you perceive the world. But Queen of Cups energy is someone who, excuse me, she's extremely intuitive. And because this King of Swords came in, some of you have doubted your own intuition. But remember, whatever this King of Swords energy brought you, it was a soul contract and a lesson that both of you, there's the key word, both, not just one of you, both of you agreed to learn, to evolve, to grow, to transform, to maybe even drop you to your knees at times, right? And I feel like you're getting your strength back. You are highly empathic, highly intuitive, and there is a knowing deep within you that is bringing about a breakthrough in your personal transformation. All right. So when it comes to the moon, the moon is deep energy. It's that watery element of Pisces. It is intuition. It's clarity. It's subconscious. And there's some truths that have been exposed. There's been shadows on both ends that have been exposed. There's been secrets that have been exposed, or will be if they haven't already. And that is going to complete a cycle. It's a wrap here. The world, you've completed a cycle, and you're going to embrace a new fool's journey. One that, again, I feel is going to take you from A to Z in this lifetime. Let's clarify, what's this world all about here, please? What's the world? Yeah, you're taking off. You're hitting the ground running with the Knight of Swords. There's some sort of maybe even quick decision, but it's not that you're impulsive, Virgo. It's because you've already been contemplating in your emotions for probably 7 months, 7 years for some of you. I'm getting that you're ready to take action. You're ready to use your logical piece of the puzzle here and put that logic to work for you. And this is action. So whatever the emotion was that you were kind of going back and forth on, you're choosing your cup. And you're moving forward by the end of April into Taurus season. All right. Spirit, can we get what we are taking action towards? We see that it's something emotional, emotionally fulfilling. What are we taking action towards that's emotionally fulfilling? Whoa. Okay. That's a lot. We're going to look at them. The Emperor. Can you get a big boss energy than the Emperor? Some of you, it's love. Some of you are healing some daddy wounds, right? The Emperor energy, Page of Cups. This could be between your father. It could be a spouse that you have children with. For others of you, it's a boss. And look at what we have here. There's that Hanged Man. So there's your spiritual awakening when it comes to some sort of power figure, authority figure. This could even be you, right? Bossing up in some way, shape, or form. We have Hanged Man. Getting yourself into that position of spiritual enlightenment and moving forward, taking action, getting out of something that held you back, because Two of Wands in reverse, you're making a choice here. You're not riding the fence any longer. You're not in contemplation. We see the World here. Some of you are breaking out of a commitment that you have committed yourself to in the past. No wonder why it was so difficult, because we have emotion, we have heart involved, and we have the Two of Pentacles, which is bringing everything back into balance, right? This is about you being able to stay calm. It may have been that you've taken on some sort of financial distress at one point. You may have felt overwhelmed. You were taking on too much. I mean, this is powerful energy, the Emperor. Aries energy, Aries season. So you've taken on a lot. You felt a little bit stuck here. You were contemplative, going back and forth, wondering which way is up, which way is down, right? Breaking free from traditional ways of thinking. And that was part of the block that we mentioned earlier. Traditional ways that were limiting you. Right? I have to stay in this marriage because that's what we do, right? I have to stay in this job because I just paid off, a loan to go to school and work in this profession, or I have to stay committed to my child and continue paying for them even though they're 29 and in the house, because that's what mothers or fathers do. There's some sort of pattern that you are breaking free from, and you are taking an unconventional approach. That unconventional approach is your ticket to your freedom. That is the ticket to your freedom. That's the ticket here to this Two of Pentacles. And that is the key to opening up your heart chakra to not just love external, but internal, self-love. Page of Cups. Page of Cups is news of emotional situations, a message around love. This is a romantic invite. This is compassion. This is emotional decisions, okay? It could even be that you are, yes, logical about this, but being able to make some decisions that are based on what cup you pulled with the Seven of Cups, right? You've decided to open yourself up to this new path and do something for you. That is the key, because maybe all of these cups that you were putting energy towards, none of them were your own cup, right? Maybe it was someone else's cup that you had kept filling. And now coming from the sky, you see the little piggy has wings right above that cup. It's like the universe, the divine is bringing you your cup and saying, hey, Virgo, don't forget about you, right? Yes, we can pour into everyone else's cup, but this is about you. What do you want? How can you move forward and manifest an emotional experience of the heart, something that satisfies you and brings you joy and adventure and excitement and love? Of course, you're going to have some of those other emotions at times. It's part of the balance of the human experience. But you deserve this. You are worthy of this. And I feel like you've come a long, long way. All right, what else do we need to know here? Let's look at the gift that's coming from this judgment call. So let's look at the gift. Maybe this is a silver lining, or it's something that now you can see that it was definitely a gift that maybe was difficult to see while you were in it. It's a wish fulfillment. You're realizing that a wish that you had in the past, you wanted it so bad. It was that belief, right? That commitment that you were committed to with that Hierophant energy. Where'd that Hierophant go? The Hierophant, this could have been something, again, that you committed yourself to. Marriage, it could have been an institution, a church, a job, an organization, or a societal norm. But as your soul has ascended, because that's my stairway to heaven there with the Hierophant, as your soul has ascended, sometimes that requires letting go of people, places, or things that they can't go with you, right? They can't go with you because you're not aligned to that frequency. And so the gift here is that instead of stepping up this stairway and continuously looking back and taking a step down and saying, well, hey, come with me. Can you come with me? Or should I stay at this lower step here? Because what if I get up here and I'm all by myself, right? What if I get up here and it's not very good? That's part of what you're breaking free from, is those thoughts, those beliefs. Because trust me when I say here, Virgo, you are ascending and you're going to get up to those steps, right? Take more steps moving forward. That's part of taking a leap of faith. Starting that relationship or that job or getting that divorce or starting a family or whatever this may be for you. You've gone through the internal transformational shifts of spiritual enlightenment, and the gift is your wish fulfillment on a deeper, more spiritual, more fulfilling vibration than you've felt yet on earth. This is beautiful. 9 of Cups. That is your cup being filled. We just said we have the 7, right? We have the 7 of Cups here. We see that little piggy handing you the 8th cup. That's going to help you take that leap of faith and cross that threshold into your 9 of Cups here. And we see in that Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck as well. So a lot of heart and soul being pushed into your energy frequency at this time. Not pushed, not forced or coerced, right? Not controlled, but it's almost as if there's a reckoning, there's awakening here with that judgment. This is what you've been wanting and waiting for quite some time. All right, last but not least, let's get a message from the Work Your Light Oracle. What do we have, please, for Virgo? Oh, we have Star Mother. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? And we have that Queen of Pence here. She's a mother. She's a nurturer. We have the Queen of Cups. She's also a very wonderful nurturer as well. She's all about the heart. Like, give me a big old hug and I'm just going to squeeze you in here. So how can you mother and nurture yourself? Or some of you may be connecting to your own mother in some way, shape, or form. We have Soul Family. You're calling in your tribe. You don't have to do this alone. I just heard Sammy, Samantha, or Sam could be significant. Sammy. Okay, someone is swimming with the dolphins. Someone who's crossed over. Maybe they've always wanted to swim with the dolphins. Or someone who is part of your soul family. Okay, because they're showing me the dolphins highlighted in the background and I keep seeing them jumping. Maybe someone lives near the ocean. Okay, or this is playful energy. Some of you, I am getting soulmate. I mean, 2 hearts becoming, centered, coming together here. This is two partnerships. There's energies coming in here that are bringing something into balance. And then lastly, you have Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. These could all be parts of your soul experience that you are incorporating more of, or that you are meant to do here on earth. And a lot of you are teachers. You are mystics. You are priestess, right? You are devoting your life to your passions. Beautiful energy, Virgo. I'm loving your reading. I hope you guys like it as well. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. And thank you so much for tuning in. Lots of love.